am a NASM certified personal trainer. I've been a trainer for about 5 years, and I'm also an active member of the anti-MLM community. Lately, I've been watching a lot of Brianna Jewell's content, as well as some other health and wellness YouTubers. I wanted to make a video about some of the red flags that I'm seeing in a lot of health and wellness content that's out there. Number one are when things are presented as like a panacea or like a cure-all, and so a particular company will present itself, or a particular trainer will present themselves as the only resource that you will need in your health and wellness journey, which is just not accurate. That's not a promise that anyone in the health or wellness sphere should be making to clients or potential clients. For example, to use Beachbody as an example, you know, they present themselves as sort of like this one-stop shop where they provide you your workouts and they sell you their protein powder and they sell you a bunch of other supplements that, in my opinion, don't do anything. That's a red flag. You should be seeking out information from professionals who specialize in what they do. So they have a depth of knowledge in that particular area. Because if you have one person or one resource that provides you all the information about health and wellness and diet, everything, then that can be, at best, you're just kind of cutting yourself short because you're not allowing yourself to get an eclectic wealth of knowledge, because you're limiting yourself to just one person or one resource. And at worst, it could be dangerous, because, you know, what if that person isn't really qualified, which happens a lot in these MLMs. And that's actually the reason why Beachbody coaches call themselves coaches and not trainers, because anyone can use the word coach. So for example, for me, you know, if I was like a high school student, way before I got my NASM certification, I could have called myself a coach at like 18 years old when I like knew very little, and I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. I can only call myself a certified personal trainer because I earned that certification. So obviously, for any professional that you go to, look for their certifications, make sure that they are certified in what they are teaching you, because coach can literally mean anything. And then the next warning flag is kind of related to the last one. It's particularly these products that sell themselves in a way where it sounds like the founder of the company discovered some magic herb or some magic ancient secret to health and vitality, and then they learned how to bottle it and now they're selling it to you. That's a huge red flag. Health, wellness, even weight loss, there's nothing magical about it. It's all science. Yes, we are learning more about metabolism and how to be healthier and how our, you know, how all the systems in our body interact. We are learning more about that every day because we're studying them in a scientific way. Any factual information about how the body processes nutrients, how weight loss is achieved, how muscle gain is achieved, all has very clear scientific explanation to it. Anything that kind of sells itself as like a ancient secret, it's BS, it's nonsense. Also tied into that is specifically if there is any exercise that claims to target fat in a particular area, that's nonsense. You can't target body fat. If there are any supplements that claim to tone your muscles or have any impact at all on your muscular development, that is false. That's not how the body works. Oop. It's like really windy out here, so I apologize if that is coming through. Just to kind of give you like a basic understanding of how weight loss is achieved and how muscle development is achieved. Weight loss is achieved through burning more calories than you consume, placing more of an energy demand on your body than the calories you are providing it, because stored fat is just stored energy. So if you are burning more calories in a day than you're eating, your body burns through the calories you've eaten, and then it needs more energy because you're still doing stuff. And so then it takes the fat and then it burns that for energy. There's no way to tell your body only burn fat from this area or that area. That's not a thing. Your body just burns fat, and where your body pulls fat from first when it burns fat and where it pulls fat from last, that is determined by genetics. Of course, there are ways of working out that maximize certain things. Some ways of working out maximize fat burning, some ways of working out maximize muscle gain, etc. But there is nothing that exists that can tell your body to burn fat from one place and not another. It just doesn't exist. To increase your muscle mass, to build more muscle in your body, you have to do two things. You have to send your body the message that it needs more muscle. And the only way to tell your body that it needs more muscle is to exert your muscles. So, for example, when you lift weights, let's say you're doing a bicep curl. Your body doesn't know that you're just in the gym doing bicep curls. Your body assumes that you are only going to move out of necessity. So your body assumes that if you are doing a bicep curl, it is because your life depends on you being able to lift something heavy. Your body might think that you are lifting up your child to take them out of harm's way, or your body might assume that you're, lifting up a buffalo to take it home to your village, or whatever. It's going to assume that you are doing that thing, and you're going to need to do that thing tomorrow, and you're going to need to do that thing more efficiently tomorrow, and then even more efficiently the next day, as long as you keep training and keep giving your body the message that you're using those muscles and you're going to need to use them on a regular basis. You need to be putting that demand on your muscles. If you don't put that demand on your muscles, if you don't work out, your body is not going to know that you want to build muscle. So it's not going to. Of course, you have to provide your body with the carbohydrates and the protein in order to build those muscles. Those are important to consume for other health reasons as well, but of course also for muscle building, and then you need to be lifting weights. So there's no supplement, there's no herb, there's no type of seaweed, there's nothing that's going to tell your body to build muscle or to build lean muscle, or which is like not a thing. Like you either build muscle or you don't. And I hope that by now this myth has been busted, but just in case, if there's anyone who's concerned that like building muscle is going to make them bulky, you don't just like do a couple shoulder presses and like lunges and then like boom, you're bulky. Like that's not how it works. Any sort of muscle building is very gradual and takes a very long time to happen. If you are building muscle for aesthetic reasons, you're going to have plenty of time to adjust and kind of get to that point that you want aesthetically way before you start looking bulky. One more red flag that I did want to touch on, which kind of brings us back to something that's very common in like Beachbody and similar health MLMs, is diets that are very restrictive and workout plans that are very strict as well. A good trainer, a good training program is going to allow room for flexibility. So there are going to be days where you're going to wake up and you're not going to have the energy to do like a full HIIT workout. And that's okay. And a good training program should give you options so that, let's say you wake up on that day and you're like, I know I'm going to feel better once I move my body, but I'm really feeling tired. Emotionally stuff's happening. Today I don't have it in me to do a really intense workout. In my opinion, a good trainer is going to adjust according to that, and they're going to prioritize getting you in the habit of incorporating movement in your day on a regular basis. So on days that you're feeling kind of blah, something like a yoga routine or some foam rolling and stretching, taking a walk, workouts like that are going to feel more accessible. And so a good trainer is going to get you in the habit of having this sort of sustainable approach to fitness where you can, swap things out and move things around in a way that matches your life better. And same thing with nutrition. In my opinion, a good nutritionist is not going to, give you this like plan of like, this is what you're going to eat Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and if you stray from this at all, then you failed. Like that's not healthy in my opinion. That's not how you help a client incorporate healthy eating and shift their relationship with food to be more healthy and sustainable. All of these health MLMs, these like health and fitness MLMs that I've seen, they all have these really restrictive programs where it's like for 2 weeks following this very strict protocol. If you skip a day, or if you miss something, or if you go off plan at all, there's a lot of like shaming, and in my opinion it's a very negative approach to making these changes. The focus with these things should be more in sustainability, not so much in proving that you can commit to some arbitrary, strict program for 2 weeks. Like, even if you can, okay, cool, but fine, but how is that going to transfer into the rest of your life? How is that going to help you be a healthier person, 6 months from now? What is that going to do for you? So those are my thoughts on red flags to look out for. Definitely avoid any MLMs. It's pretty easy to Google, like, is blank an MLM? Highly recommend Googling and researching anything that you're considering investing in financially, or investing in any way, investing your time, etc. I hope that you found these helpful, and please feel free to ask any questions that you have regarding health and fitness, and also any suggestions for future topics as well that you'd like to see me cover. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day.